Bazoo condoms. Fun, sexy, safe.
Ladies and gentlemen, sim racing fans around the world, it is Wednesday night, 6:40 p.m. It is time for FSB Racing Live. This time we are short tracking it here at Bristol. It's been a long time since I've been back here. It's really nice to see all the guys here. We had 17 drivers. We're down to about 14 or 15 here in practice. I am your host, Jimmy Ray, along with league owner, promoter extraordinaire, broadcaster Sam Young is joining me here in the booth. Sam, welcome to Bristol, sir. How you doing tonight?
Well, Jim Ray, I can't be happier to be in the booth with you. I'm sorry that Milt Minter didn't make it tonight, but I am thrilled to be here with you. And this is an awesome race. This is going to be exciting. You can't deny Bristol, even 15, 12, 8 cars. It doesn't matter. It's going to be exciting.
The absolute uncertainty that comes with this track, those cautions, the incidents, loose getting off pit road, any corner somebody could get loose, put it on the inside wall. It looks easy, but it certainly is not. And the trucks are big on this little track, as we're going to see the stars of FSB Racing live here. This is your Craftsman Truck I-Series. Kevin May is your series admin, and Mud Dog Motorsports is the sponsor for this trophy series. Again, it's Wednesday nights. Register today, race next week at fsbracing.com. We're going to go 160 laps tonight. Sounds like they can go about 90 on fuel. They're going to want to get tires before that, and I hear it's not too bad on tires here, but it depends how bad you can abuse them. As we can see, trucks on the high side, trucks on the low side, and we're going to see a lot of that today. Let's get into our starting lineup today. We've got about 5 minutes until they hit the grid, so let's hit it with a qualifying time. We only had 2 trucks in the 14s. On the front row, the number 18, Craig Stukas. He's going to be starting on the pole. He is your winner from Richmond, so he knows short track. Gerald Lawrence, I'm not too familiar with, in the 27 truck, goes 14.9, and he's going to start outside front row. Steve Rex of Pinned Racing League joins us in the 36 truck. He's going to start P3 inside row 2. Outside of him, the guy who's been lighting FSB on fire, especially on Monday nights, Jared Mogard in that 0/00 with a 15 flat 8.1. Starting 5th, Mike Sokup in the 45 is going to be 5th, and just outside of him, Bird's the Word, usually has the largest cheering section over there at YouTube, is going to be Justin Bird starting 6th. One of the many seams that hold FSB together is going to be Jason Seams in the 88 with a 15.111. He's going to be starting 7th. Veteran T.G. Reese, been here as long as I can remember, 15.3 on a lap, and the 33 truck's going to be starting 8th. Donkey Bop teammate of mine, Andrew Elliott in the 09 with a 15.3 posted lap time. Nice lap by him. Andrew had some good runs, especially late at Richmond, so good things from Andrew. Jim Pops Margison in the 99 is going to be starting 10th. The All-Pro has been doing it forever. Jamison Pearson, Andrew's partner in crime, and another Donkey Bop teammate of ours, in the 22 is going to be starting 11th. DBR's 151 and Monsoon Motorsports, the guys on all the teams. Your opening race winner, the 151, is going to be Guy Petra starting 12th. Your series admin in the 92 is going to be Kevin May starting 13th. And Adam Roberts, make sure he's connected still, he's going to be starting 14th. We do have some drama here, Sam. We do have internet issues for your points leader. Matt Watkins just got off the horn with him. He's sitting there waiting for that internet to come back on. So if it does, maybe he'll hop in a little late, or maybe he'll join us in the booth or watching YouTube. So tough break for Matt Watkins. He's leading the points, but we have dropped races, right, Sam?
Yes, we have 2, and the veteran out of Florence, South Carolina, what a tough break, because that's what's going to get you. But thankfully, there are the two drop races. I think he's already used one of them. I think he was already absent one race, so he'd have to pretty much maintain for the rest of the season. He is in for the hunt. I talked to him the other day about it, and he's in for the hunt, and he's got to fight off a tough Jared Mogard for sure. Mogard is on the haul. This guy is amazing. He's winning all across the board, except for the late models. He doesn't run much there, but just extends the truck and the cup. He's just been explosive this season. He says he wants all 3 series. He wants to come back a champion for all 3. And I said, well, if you do that, you promise me come back the following season. A lot of these guys come in to win championships and leave and don't come back and what do you call it? What do you call it?
Move on to the next.
Defend. Yeah, well, they don't want to come back.
Yeah,
and
don't defend. Stay and defend it. You're the hunter. Stay and be the hunted. Because, yeah, the FSB Triple Crown, Watkins has won it. The Rick Johnson, Texas Nation, all those guys where it's like their season and they're on fire, they'll do it in any series, right? If you're a wheelman's a wheelman. So if it's a truck, an Xfinity, or a Cup car, anyone who can handle one of these things can handle, I think, any of them. And when it's somebody's season, it's just hard to beat them. So yeah, watching Jared Looking at the results on Monday, he's just on fire. Here on Wednesday, we've had 4 winners in 5 races, so we're looking maybe to get a little variety here. And just a reminder, we're going to do Watkins Glen next week in these trucks. You may get some guest announcers maybe driving in that one. Who knows, causing some chaos. And again, shout out to my buddy Milt Jr. He's out on assignment tonight, so he couldn't be here with me. We're going to try and carry the torch for him and see if we can put on a good show for our buddy Milt Jr. And real quick, standings with a minute to go here. Matt Watkins is your points leader going into this race. He's only 2 points ahead of Jared Mogard. Craig Stuka up to 3rd. Justin Bird 4th. Andrew Elliott in the top 5. Petra, Seams, Ellens, Reese, and Sean Reap rounding out the top 10. And how about this? We've had 5 races so far. 24 different drivers have joined us, so not bad. Not a bad start here as we have 13 races in this season, so we still have a long way to go. But like you said, Watkins used those 2 drops today if he can't get back in here in the next few minutes. But knowing him, that's going to make a nice challenge and a race down the stretch between these 2.
You know, Jim, one of the big things at FSB Racing over the years has been how well you can handle and how well you do a green flag pit stop. I don't know how it's going to come and play tonight, but it is important, and I have always encouraged newcomers coming into FSB to please practice pitting, because we have green flag pit stops. You won't be competitive unless you can get in and out of the pits super fast, because those big guys like Matt Watkins, the 00, the 13 of Justin Bird, those guys are practicing pitting. I watch them, and they come in early, and they practice pitting again and again. That's the most crucial part. And if you've seen Matt Watkins, Jim, you know how he is. He'll slide into that without anything to spare. I don't know how he always nails it, but he does.
Regardless of the sim, I would watch him and like Kevin Lewis and those guys. Like, there's no way that's legal. And it's the amount of decrease as you hit the line. Like, you may not have to be at, whatever it is, but if you're on your way down and you don't flip the gas or you don't flip the brake, or anything, you can kind of pull it off. That's gambling, and it's going to pay off. But you're right. Talladega, Chicago, Auto Club, we saw that definitely separated the haves and the have-nots. And you're looking down the line, Homestead, Atlanta, Iowa, those places where you're typically going to see green flag stops. That's an issue. But tonight, we may see it, we may not. But we're going to go ahead and get the pace truck going. Once again, we got Jerry Forkolb driving the pace truck tonight. We appreciate that, Jerry, taking care of that. Hopefully, I think we kept him parked almost the entire race last week, right, if I'm not mistaken. So let's see if that can happen here tonight. But we're going to go ahead and run our parade lap here and get going at Bristol. I don't know if I've ever called a race here at Bristol. I'm super excited. Let's go, Sam.
I'm ready. Who are you going to pick there, sir?
Oh, gosh. Let's see. Let's take a look at the list. I'm going to go with someone I have yet to remember seeing. The 27 out of nowhere, Jared Lawrence. Always trust a guy with 2 first names. I'm just saying. Let's go with that. I'm going to go with Jared. What do you think? Gerard. Excuse me.
Yep,
I got to get his name right if I'm going to pick him, right?
No
Small
problem.
item. Go ahead.
And this stuff, I get that wrong all the time. I butcher these names all the time. Gerard Lawrence is he's a good shoe, and you might want to pick him because he's going to be fast. All right, who am I going to pick here? I'm going to pick Steve Rex out of the Pin League, and let's see how he does.
Camping World Chevrolet, we saw Steve when we did that pin race earlier in the season, so keep an eye on Steve Rex. He is inside of row 2. Let's check our pole sitter. The Flow Racing Toyota on the pole. Craig Stukas, congratulations. Hey, that's an extra point.
Yes, it
Pace
is.
truck's going to go around one more time, I think, and then we're going to put the lights out. The lights are out, so we're going to go around next time. I keep forgetting we do 2 laps of parade here at iRacing NASCAR. Look, not an empty seat in the house, Sam. You did a hell of a job selling tickets. Look at all the way up to the snack bar and the restroom, completely packed. So fans are on the edge of their seat. We've got 14 trucks ready to tangle for 160 laps live at Bristol. Can't wait. Food City, we've got all. Go ahead.
I'm sorry, there is a nickname for this track. I don't know what the nickname is, but if anybody wants to text that into the chat there and let us know. Here we are ready. Jim, call it. Going green.
Let's go. It says the last great Coliseum. The battle is underway. Let's go. Craig Stukas diving into turn 1. Whoa, look at Mogard down to the bottom there. The 27 is going to be on the outside. See if we can get through a good couple laps here. A little bit of the wall bang for the 27. We're going to see a lot of that today, Sam. Oh, couple trucks, 3 or 4 trucks simultaneously spin. I was looking at rear chase. We've got about 5 trucks spun over there in the corner, and the pace truck is out. You might want to go to a broader view and look at a replay on that start, as we can see plenty of trucks went around. Didn't see a lot of hard contact, but it's kind of synchronized. It was pretty interesting as they all got loose at about the same time. A little nerves there. The lights are up. It's time to go. And now I think they'll probably get used to it and maybe settle down on this next start. And the first one there is the blue.
Oh, it looks
That's
like the
going to be Rex, I
45.
think.
45 of Mike Sukup, and it
Look
looks
at that,
like
3
the 36.
black and the yellow.
All
TG
of
Reese
them.
get a little bit of contact there. Let's see if TG could stop before he got. Look at that. Good job, TG.
Synchronized spinning. I think nobody touched a thing. Oh,
I don't
I'm sorry.
think
Sukup came down on 99. 99 didn't go low
Pops.
enough. The Pops got a little piece of it, but they should be okay. Sukup, these guys are short track, geniuses. I'm telling you, Sukup, Rex, and they'll be back. They'll be back up front in a hurry.
All right, sounds good. So that's going to get the jitters out of the way. Oh, Mike Sukup is out. He has disconnected. So he is done. Going to go ahead and park it there. That's going to open up the door for others. Again, some misfortune is always opportunity for somebody else. So someone in the back will move on up to that spot. Tough luck, Craig. Wait,
Yeah, I
he's
see
still
some
running.
door
What am I
damage on the
talking about?
99.
That was Sukup.
Okay, so scrape.
Sukup.
Sukup, yep.
Okay.
Like I say, he's one of those the pin guys, and he's very bad fast on short tracks. I'm sorry that happened, and he's out of here because he was going to be competitive.
Yep, that is racing. A couple trucks in the back there pulling in. Looks like a top off for Kevin Mays. Maybe a little, Pops is going to get as much of that damage fixed as he can and stay on that lead lap. There he goes. All right. Hopefully that got it taken care of for Pops. And we'll go with a restart here. The last great Coliseum. It does kind of feel like a chariot race, right?
Doesn't it?
It's crazy here. How many races we ran here? It would be about 200 laps, and it's almost like watching a train go by. You just kind of over and over, and it just lap after lap after lap. And the guys that know what they're doing here can really make the rest of us look like we don't, because this is not easy to get around Bristol at pace and without losing it. We saw 3 guys just lose it right there on the first couple laps.
Yeah, synchronized spin. Vertical, looking at it, definitely fast. We got your 27 on the outside of the 18. Frank Stukas. Gerard is out of Long Island, New York. I think it's Rocky Point. I believe so. Not too
All right.
far.
Green
what
flag
a
is
jump.
out.
Oh, my goodness. What a
Great
jump,
by the 18. Here comes the 0 right under the 27. So let's see if we can see what's going on in the back. I will keep an eye on it, see if anybody else goes around. Kevin Mays a little bit high there as he lets the yellow truck underneath him. All right, so Kevin back with Pops there, and that's the rear of the field. We've made it a lap. We are mostly single file now. Now we are underway at Bristol at the Craftsman Truck I Series here at FSBRacing.com. The 18 truck out in front, that's your pole sitter, Craig. Mogard and Lawrence, followed by Bird and Pearson. We're going to see Steve Rex making up a lot of ground here.
You know, I was trying to get the word out earlier, and I said vertical, and I'm like, what was I trying to say? It was vertigo. There's certain drivers that I've met and talked to that have actually get vertigo on this track, can't race it. Ed Fowler's one. He just gets nauseous and gets sick. And a little displaced because it happens so quickly. Oh, there's a spin on the 22, gets sideways and saves it.
He saved it. Not sure if he got a little help on that one or not. It was hard to see from that angle, but
I don't know.
No, maybe not. Probably took the air out of the back of that truck. We need some sandbags back there or something. Let's see.
Nope, on his own. And
Yep,
Pop stays
22
off.
goes
Him.
around.
Good job.
Yeah, great job not to get collected in that. Great save by everybody, and racing resumes. So there's one, an almost there, as we'll try to keep track of things going on both ends of the track here.
Lucas is living up to his pole position, definitely stretching it out ahead of Mogard and Gerard Lawrence. See how my pick is doing back there. This is the 0 win on the 36 of Steve Rex. Yep, he's still riding fine. Using that high lane up there.
Yeah, you can see him from the above view. You can see the rubber that's been laid down on that high groove. Nothing really in the middle. But from what Kevin was saying, yeah, you can run around on that high line quite a bit on almost all these iRacing tracks nowadays. That's a far cry from where we were 10 years ago, that's for sure. Get in line. Don't get out of line and hold on to your spot. That was pretty much what it was 15 years ago. This is
And
fantastic.
block.
Now hold. That's right. We don't block. Hold. Your line. All right, back out front, we got our top three. Second and third are pretty close together. Let's take a look at Lawrence, right on the back of Jared Mogard there. Mogard not in a huge hurry to get up to Craig there, as he knows his pace. This man has it figured out before it even starts. So let's see if he can execute. Hottest driver in FSB, Jared Mogard. And again, bummer Matt Watkins. If you're watching, buddy, we feel for you. We'll get you out there next week. I'd like to thank everybody in the Yahoo chat. Please go ahead and add your comments for your favorite driver there. We'll give you a little shout out, root them on, as they will come back and watch this race a little bit later, as that's what we're here for. Friends and families and those spectators that love and appreciate good sim racing here at FSBRacing.com.
Definitely, your pick is taking his time too with Jared Mogard. Mogard really just knows how to plan his race well. He's a hard driver, but he's also a smart driver. He will just stay with the leaders, stay with the pack all day. And at the end of the day, he's going to be on the finish line. And he's absolutely this entire season just been dominant, the dominant force. Last season it was Justin Bird. Nothing but Bird was the word. And this season, Mr. Mogard's taken to task and has vowed that he's going to take 3 championships here. And I can't wait to see it. He's a adaptive driver. He drives with a I don't know exactly what the handicap is, but he is adaptive and he drives with a controller, and he's just amazing. These guys are using steering wheel pedals and sets that cost upwards of $2,000 sometimes, even more depending. And here he is just running this little, I guess it's a PlayStation controller, and able to just make it look as smooth. I was getting in car with him and we'll show how smooth I'm talking. It's just amazing.
Yeah, it is, and I spent a lot of time trying that with the feet issues. I tried Xbox controllers with all these little wheel attachments on the Xbox controller that makes a little thumb wheel. I tried an RC controller. Now I'm using hand controls here on a McLaren GT3 wheel, and I have a huge respect for anyone that does this without the operation of feet. It is just to downshift, brake, and turn all with the same hand is just so much harder than you think it is. Very impressive, Jared.
Yes, it is. I actually started driving a taxi for a guy, and he had hooks for arms, veteran, and he drove with the steering wheel pedal on the floor with where he sticks his foot into it. It was a steering wheel pedal. It's kind of almost like those suicide wheels. It was really cool, and he drove a taxi for years. His name is Steve Jackson.
Awesome. Anything's possible. You're not confined by your limitations. We'll find a way to get you on the track or driving a cab.
Just like our buddy Dan Francisconi, who runs on the back of his hand on a keyboard. He's quadriplegic, and he's able to win races by using the back of his hand on 4 keys. So anybody can do this. Just come out and try it, and if you really think you have the skill, don't stop trying. Just keep practicing, and you can be Jared Mogard for sure.
Absolutely, well said. Francisconi, Dan, the painting, all the things he does, I'm a huge fan. I have not contacted him in a long time, but the things that he would do are just absolutely amazing on and off the track. So super proud of that.
He's doing very
We've got
well
some
with
racing for position over here. Looking at TG Reese area, there's about 5 trucks right there, all kind of piled up on top of each other, as your leaders are stretching their legs. But yeah, we've got side by side. TG Reese lets the 37 go. Then here comes Kevin. These guys are racing for, where are we at? The top 10 with Pops right behind them in P13. Leaders are going to be catching them soon.
Yep. The only one out so far is Mike Sukup in the 45.
We also had a couple guys with packet loss issues there. We lost Cody and Dale there in practice. So we had 17 in practice, ended up with 14 in the race. And at Bristol, you get 35 out here. I don't know how they do it in real cars, to be honest with you. I definitely don't know how they would do it in the sim.
Well, it looks like the leaders
looks like,
are. Sorry, the leaders. I don't mean to cut you off, Jim. Looks like the leaders are about to catch the lappers. Pops Morgan's going to be the first one to be the victim of the leaders.
Yeah, and your third place truck, Lawrence, has fallen back a little bit. The top 2 are pulling ahead. You see Lawrence on picture there, just coming out of the corner. not too far back is going to be 4th, 5th, and 6th as they're getting into lap traffic just ahead of your leader, and that's going to be us to try and figure out who, what, where, when, and why, as it's Craig Stukas, Jared Mogard, and Gerard Lawrence, your top 3. As you guys can see the ticker on screen there. Nice feature there, Sam. Something we could have had 100 years ago as well. Lap 32 of 160 right there on screen with your entire running field and the intervals. That's fantastic. 09 and 30.
That's my pick, Steve Rex there.
That's Rex in the 36 as Rex draws up to the back of him. The 09 of Andrew Elliott. Andrew making the prediction in the chat that he is winning next week. He's calling it, but we got to get through this one first. Scooby-Doo, right? Can't quite see the tailgate. There he is. Yep, that's the Scooby-Doo wagon of the 009. Andrew and Jameson are going to take on Sebring next month in a 12-hour race there at Sebring. It'll be a lot of fun for those guys as they've did the 24 hours of Daytona with you, Sammy. Can't get through a race without plugging endurance racing.
Oh, you gotta love it. I love it. I've also trying to recruit through our league any drivers that are interested in doing endurance. What a gas! It was fun. I can't wait to get a better wheel so I can do it myself. I don't have a paddle shifter, so I got this little lollipop shifter. I got a great wheel, put a little lollipop shifter, and I did it sequential. It's not fun. So when I get a paddle shifting wheel, I'm gonna be on fire. I'm gonna come out and show some stuff for sure.
Yeah, pick a couple events a year, you work up to it, and then you run that event, and you put an entire season's worth of fun and frustration into one day, you know, and there's nothing like it, finishing one of those 24-hour races, guys. Anyway.
Or not finishing. Ooh.
Or, yeah. It all's going right until it's not. Lap 39, so heck, just like that, we're a quarter of the way through here. 40 of 160, just about coming up. Let's see if we can find on track. Closest battle on the track is going to be for 5th and 6th between Seams and Pearson. They were half a second apart last time by. But we've got small battles all over this half-mile, heavily banked small oval here, Bristol. I got the blimp view all backed up. This is fantastic. You can't really see much from a broadcast perspective, but I can see the whole track. All the haulers, the jumbotrons, victory lane. The graphics of iRacing are just fantastic. The detail, the accuracy is fantastic.
Well, for those that don't know it, iRacing comes in and actually laser scans the entire track, photographs everything, every little piece of dirt and crack in the racetrack and the walls on the infield are all carefully detailed at the moment that these are made. So what you're seeing is the track as it is, and it also, the physics match what the track does. So it's amazing what iRacing has done. It's just this phenomenal game. You know, we call it a game, and it is basically a game, but it's also a very, very much a simulation. And folks have to pay for it. You got to pay about $99 just to get going with this thing. So, you know.
Yeah, you get what you pay for.
Yep, yeah, absolutely. Once you pretty much bought all your licensed tracks and licensed all the tracks you need, that's it.
Three wide coming out of the corner. That was, I can't see. That's Pearson, real quick. Knife through there, 3 wide around TG. That was pretty wild. So they are all over each other. Let's check who that is and what they're racing for. That's going to be Pearson and Seams now. The lap truck also involved, but they're working together. I don't think they're battling at this point. They just happen to be close together. They put TG a lap down. Only 9 trucks on the lead lap now, just like that. The next 2 to get lapped might be Rex and Elliott, as they are 14 seconds back of your leader. Trying to stay on that lead lap in case we get a caution.
Justin Bird has managed to get by. Gerard Lawrence, rides in 3rd place. Bird is the word. Last year's 3 Series champion last year, won 3 Series.
Ah, so he had the triple crown last year,
yes,
huh?
He
Bird's
did.
the word. All right. So
that's
he's
why
defending now. Gotcha.
He's got a definite target on his back this season.
Yes, sir. And he missed a race? No, he ran him, but he got caught a caution. One of the races, I remember, he got caught by a caution, was many laps down, and lost quite a bit of points that day. I don't remember which race that was. But other than that, driving has been phenomenal by Justin Bird. It's just been right place, right time. And right now, He is reeling in Jared Mogard for second, and your leader, Craig Stukas, with a 3-second lead over Jared right now. So Jared's fallen back, and he's in the clutches of Justin Bird now. How about that?
That's a very impressive lead by Craig, and I didn't figure Craig for a short track guy, but here he is. He's doing awesome. Great guy at one of the admins here at FSB Racing. Decides works with us in the background and works with forming rules, penalties, and helping to recruit drivers.
Excellent. We started with a quick caution. We're on lap 53, so we've done about just under 50 laps green here. Again, 160 total. Looking at your standings on screen there, 3-second lead as Stukas is pulling away. Bird has passed Mogard for second now. Jared Mogard back to third. Gerard Lawrence back to fifth. Jamison Pearson up to fourth, as he is just ahead of Gerard. And the other battles are Seams, Petra, and Rex, your top 8. Now 8 trucks on the lead lap, as if this thing stays green, man, Stukas might get most of them. Your top 3 might lap the field here before too long.
Very happy for Jason Seams. Managed to get his first win last week in the Cup race on Friday night, and that's his first race at FSB. He's got a 6,000 I rating. He was due.
Yeah, congratulations, Mr. Seams. You broke a jury at FSB. Regardless of that I rating, they can never take that first one away. So congratulations. Fantastic. I know that 6K I rating. We talk about that. iRacing has an I rating system based on it's not part of these hosted races or these league races, but if you go out in the lobbies, you're racing against people of similar rating levels, skill levels, and if you do well, you'll repeatedly move up. But to get to 6K, you've got to do well for a long time against other 5 and 6K guys. So that's super impressive on any discipline.
Mr. Mogard, also another high-ranking driver at 57.23. So, yeah, he's also got the super bad rating, and that's very impressive considering he's adaptive.
Yeah, when you log in, you'll see it's 2,500 strength of field, just when we hop in for practice. So this is no joke. These guys all know what they're doing. And even if you're running last, you still got to be fast here at FSB. The 22 gets right to the back of a truck there. Let me zoom in on that. No contact. We're okay. But close quarters there with the 37 and the 22. He gets by eventually. Here comes Kevin Mays. 37 of Adam Roberts, 1 lap down now. But he and Kevin are battling for 9th, though. So races all over the track, not just for the lead. Lap 61.
Now,
so much action. Guy Petra, first one down pit road on lap 60. The 151, the Ford, on and off pit road. So he's going to go ahead and make it a 2-stopper, yeah? 60, he'll go at about 120 or whatever he's going to do, but he's our first one in, so let's keep an eye on how many laps he's going to lose here. And hopefully he'll get it all back when everybody else pits. He's 2 laps down showing on screen along with TG, so TG might have pitted. As the rules, Andrew Elliott says he's pitting in. Oh, that was earlier. Are they still required to pit even on Bristol? Is that still a rule here at FSB? You got to call it out?
yeah, it is required that you pull it out. Absolutely.
All right, Guy Petra, next time, let's see it, buddy.
Yeah, you can verbally or in text.
Ah, gotcha. If you're in the racing channel. Gotcha.
Yes, sir.
Oh, no, in the game chat. Gotcha.
Game chat,
okay,
game
so
chat.
it might have happened in game chat. Thank you, Sam. All right, Guy, you might be off the hook. 5 trucks on the lead lap now. Steve Rex showing as the first truck a lap down. Still running fine lap times. He's at low 16s, mid 16s there. Everyone around him about the same.
Owner of the Pinned Racing League, and we want to shout out to them. They brought a lot of drivers over to FSB Racing. They're a short track league. They only do street stocks, and they're associated too with the Palms Racing League of Matt Pelletier's, only a late model league. So these guys specialize in what they do, and they have a really good series going on. I go over and broadcast on Thursday nights. Check it out. It's on the FSB Racing Live channel. Check out their broadcast. It's fun. They are really a lot of fun.
Yeah, we'll definitely dab into that, watching that race. Mogard has pitted and left pit road. Craig Stukas was stuck in traffic right there. He got around the 88. So that's 4 trucks on the lead lap. We got trucks getting on pit road, trucks getting off pit road, passing for position. Bird has caught Stukas while we were yapping our gums. Somehow, Justin Bird made up 3 seconds while you're live. I'm going to see if I can find something real quick. Keep going.
Sir.
I saw Stukas get caught up behind the 88
I think he
for a
got tied
while,
up.
but it didn't seem that drastic. But
Tied up.
Bird saved his tires and reeled him in, and here we go. Race for the lead. Lap 70 of 160. 18. Stukas and Bird. Jamison Pearson 9 seconds back. Everybody else a lap down. We've got less than 100 to go here at Bristol, and we've got a race for the lead coming up on the 37 is the next lap truck they're going to have to deal with. And Mogard's not wasting any time going by Bird on the high side. He's got the fresh tires. He doesn't have time for this. He's got to go. He's short pitted. Push. Let's go. A 0 on the high side. Hope everybody sees him as they do. Great job, everybody.
Yeah, because he's like real fast compared to everybody else.
He's
now.
moving, folks. Something about mustard off a hot dog or something. I got to come up with some Miltisms. But here comes Jared Mogard on a tear. Absolute tear right there. He just passed 5 trucks in a lap as they are on dead tires. 73 laps in. They're running high 16s. He goes by, where's his lap? We'll see his laps. 15.3. So a little over a second, just like that. Makes you feel like you're Superman when you short pit. Of course he is, but some of us feel that way. What happened to Bird and where's our pole sitter still out front? They're still nose to tail. Kevin Mays is going to let him go under to put himself 2 laps down, I think.
Good job by Kevin.
Yeah.
Our series admin and our sponsor, Mud Dog Racing. Shout out to you, buddy.
And as far as teams, Stukas and Bird, are we same teams?
Oh boy, you put me in a spot there, buddy. Yes,
Okay.
I think they are.
All right, we'll figure it out.
You
Let's see what channel
sure.
they're in.
You can see them.
Yes, they are in checkered flag. They are in the same channel. So they're working
They're
together. 2 heads faster than 1. So there they are. That's the way to do it here. They're going to work together. Bird goes by. Bird's got the momentum. Stukas used up some tires maybe, but used up 77 laps here at Bristol. These guys are still doing 16 mid, 16.8. These guys are amazing. But Stukas led a ton of laps. That's an extra point as Bird takes over now. But when they cycle through pit stops, Mogard is going to be extremely far ahead of them. So cautions are going to dictate the rest of this thing
I wouldn't
going
be
forward.
surprised.
As we've already
They gotta
split
pit.
strategy.
They're going to pit soon. They have to.
Okay.
They're going to be at lap 80, and there's no sense in going any further. So I would assume we'll see Stukas in for pit road probably next lap.
Yeah, he's falling off the edge of the table there as Guy Peacher blows by him, and Bird now with a 1.1 second lead. Jamison Pearson's still hanging on. I'm thinking the top 6 have not pitted yet. Is Andrew Elliott is probably 6th, and he has not pitted that I can see. But Jared Mogard is 7th, and he has. So that is your fastest truck on the track. Here comes Jared. 15.5 last time by. He's in
Here comes
P7.
Stukas
He's
on
up
pit
to
road.
P5. Leader, early leader on pit road.
Into his pit stall,
I like the
first
short
pit stall.
pit road.
Nice. Beautiful.
Nailed it. Let's see what Bird does next. He's got to come in after him. Yeah, don't pit together. Let's go 1 lap apart. Teamwork. 22 is on pit road. He's getting right sides, and he's going to get lefts. I like the color of that truck. That's the pancake truck, right? Sponsor. Yeah, I need some brake. Oh, he gets away as Pops pulls in. Perfect timing. Let's see where we're going to shake out. Gerard Justin Bird led a lap. Gerard Lawrence is still out there. He's probably going to take over the lead.
Yeah, it made no sense
Boy,
to stay
staying out there after 80 laps.
Yeah,
It's
they'll
a
be.
bold
They'll,
strategy, Cotton.
yeah, that was pretty tough strategy because 80 would have been the mark, and because you don't want to do any more than split it. There's a couple guys that short pit. They're going to have to take 2 pit stops, and right now it's a 1 pit stop race. As they had about 6 laps in before they went green for this long run, and this is a great run for them. Unbelievable.
Yeah, Gerard Lawrence in the 27 is now showing your leader with Jared Morgard closing in just 0.6 of a second back. Looks like Jared is backed off just a little bit on the lap times. He's going to make him last a little bit longer as he might have to run this thing and with 1 more stop, so I guess he's not going to let up a whole lot. But the rest of them who just pitted, they got to take it easy off pit road. They need to get another 75 laps out of these tires.
I'd love to be able to see their tire wear right now.
I really can't tell if Gerard pitted or not. Did he pit? I don't think so. He had to. He's running 15.8. So I'm thinking Lawrence pitted, so did Morgard. I'm looking at the laps, and I can't see a super long lap where he might have pitted. I'm getting there. I want to know. I don't see where he pitted.
Gerard Lawrence is your leader. Jared Mogard in second, and everybody else right now is currently showing a lap down. So this is very strange goings-on.
I must be tripping, but he's P1. He's Gerard Lawrence. My pick. He's out front. Last time by, he ran a 15.8, a 15.9 before that. So Mogard has settled in behind him. Mogard's kind of running a slightly higher line. Not by much. They got some figured out. Justin Bird third. Craig Stukas, your pole sitter, back to fourth. They're 10 seconds behind these guys, as Gerard and Jared, don't get those mixed up, are going to be out in front here, just half a second between the two.
And yes, it is easy to get them mixed up.
Guy Petra back up to fifth, and Steve Rex making his way back up to sixth there. Right now, top 6 trucks are showing on the lead lap, which is crucial. You want to stay there in case you get that caution. But heck, we're on lap 90. We had our first caution on lap 1 or 2. So clean and green racing. I'm going to jinx them as the 22 and the 0 are really close together back there. As Jared's trying to get around the 22, and the 22's probably got maybe some fresher tires now.
The 36 of Steve Rex letting his buddy in the 27 go by. They race at Penley together. I would talk a little fast, guys. I'm a New York guy. I said that pinned league.
Caution is
together.
out.
There
Caution
it is.
is out. Let's try and figure out what exactly happened. We got through green flag pit stops at Bristol. Sam, you called it. We went 90 laps green right there. Great job, guys. We can do it again to the finish. So we'll figure out what happened. We're going to reset.
This is going to be.
Are you going to go back in for 4?
Guy Petra.
Guy had an issue?
Yeah, guy got into the curb and got it sideways, and just enough. Saves it, and enough to bring out the caution. So, no harm, no foul.
We got to talk to the officials on that.
Yeah, they could have let that thing stay green. He was out of the way. He got off the track safely. Yeah, I know the flagman and we've had our conflicts in the past few races. We don't get along very well.
I might get a fine for this, but somebody needed to run some commercials, and they were just tired of it. I may get an issue, but at some point, you got to call a spade, Sam. That should not have been a yellow, but it is. That's going to help us. That's going to help the show, folks. Someone's issue is someone else's benefit. Let's see who capitalized on this. How about Gerard Lawrence? 36 Lucky Dog?
36 Lucky Dog. That's a big beneficiary.
Absolutely. Steve Rex is going to come around. 7 trucks are going to be on the lead lap. A couple of them pulled in there again because, heck, there's only 6 of them. You might as well, right? Are they going to would they shuffle these guys back all the way to the front 3 rows? And then everyone else is behind them? Or are lap trucks still in front of lead lap trucks on a restart?
Generally, this should be a wave situation. So if there's anybody in front of the trucks, they should be waved at the last caution lap. They'll be waved around in front of the leaders all the way to the back of the pack. So the leaders should have a clear path in front of them, for sure.
Excellent.
That's the wave around rule, and it is in place in all series at FSB except for the late models.
Excellent. Camping World team is all over that 36 Chevy right sides. Working the wheel, making sure nothing's off, and he's going to get lefts and head back on out there. Welcome back to the lead lap, Steve Rex. So it's a whole new race for him. Lap 96, my old number, a favorite number of mine. And we're going to probably restart close to lap 100 with just 60 laps to go here at the FSB Craftsman Truck I-Series, race number 6 of 13. Don't forget, Bristol next week. All you road racers watching this, all you donkeys, all you FSBs, you pin guys who want to have some fun on a road course, you can put 40 out there and have a great time. So everybody, come on out next week for Watkins Glen. You run that caution free still, Sam?
No, yes, we do. Absolutely. There's no cautions at Watkins Glen, so it's a straight race. So when the green flag drops, it's over. The lights are off on the pace car, and those at the tail end of the lead lap cars, they were waved around. They have to race to get back into the back of the pack. Let's see if they've done it. Yep, they're racing to get back there now, and we'll go up front again with the leaders. Take it away.
Wow, so that's going to show 8 trucks are going to be on the lead lap. Green, 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 here we go. Gerard Lawrence on the inside. Jared Mogard outside. In third is your pole sitter. Don't forget about Justin Bird. Here comes the 22. Jamison Pearson Steve Rex just a little bit back on that restart. He wasn't able to get back up in line, I don't think. Yeah, he was still behind Pops, and so a little bit of extra work is going to cost him a little bit of tires, but Steve's going to get it done, get back up in there to 6th on track. Out front,
Mogard, the
Gerard
outside.
Lawrence.
Outside of the 18, Mogard.
Wow.
Fighting. Those two are fighting.
Heck of a pass. Let's see if the 18 is going to throw it under. No, he's going to stay behind him there. Yeah, we like the onboard. P2, Jared Mogard. Yeah. Oh, you're right on there for that one as the 18 helps turn the 0. I don't see a caution.
Wow.
Did we freeze? Right from a top
Looks
view,
like he
maybe.
kind of almost saved it.
That did not bring out a yellow. Wow.
That's
Oh,
'cause
no,
he
I guess he
saved
saved it. Never mind. I'm sorry. A great save. Oh, my gosh. Good job by Jared there. Let's take a good close look at that.
Actually, Stukas helps save him, and then Stukas straightens out himself. And gets a little crazy. Everybody gets backed up. Pearson runs into the back of the 13. That was kind of a crazy thing going on there. Stukas retains his position. Gerard Lawrence definitely takes up the about 10 car lengths.
And is that decided after the fact? Is that one on 18? How's that scored going forward?
That probably will look more on the 18, so he has to be careful the rest of his race. He knows that. He's an admin, and I'm sure he'll. FSB is structured, so there's a lot of apologies and props going around at the end of a race, and it's structured so that these guys will probably apologize at the end of the race or tonight or tomorrow. And they do that in our forums, and they say, yo, man, I am so sorry. And if he gets another one tonight, if he causes a caution or spins anybody else, that counts because he sent a car back 2 or 3 positions. And even though Jared saved it, it's going to count as an incident for the 18. And he's aware of that.
Very good. Nice that we're still consistent 20 years later. That's exactly how it was written up.
I happen
And that's
to know
what
the
breeds
guy
clean racing here.
I happen to know the guy that wrote that rule.
Yeah, one of our best. So, yeah, look
was
at the
Chick-fil-A.
22 on the back of Bird there as, oh, the 36, Steve got really loose. He saved it, but smacked the wall a little bit. The 36 got loose, smacked the wall, and Jared's going to close in on him real quick. Hang on there, Steve. There you go. Jared's going to go under. Steve's going to gather it up and continue on. It was a full corner ago. Keep if you want to go back a little further, but that'd be too worth showing. Just like that, lap 109 on my screen of 160. So 50 or less to go here at Bristol, race number 6. We're looking at the 18, the 13, and the 22 battling for second. Gerard Lawrence is 2 seconds ahead of these guys in the 27 truck. So this is your race on the track for the podium. 50 laps to go at Bristol. I need to find the sponsor for our leader. Gerard Lawrence in the, let's say, EP Milling and Sweeping Chevrolet of your leader, Gerard Lawrence. Got to give that sponsor prop. It looks like EP Milling and Sweeping. So very good. I'd like to give them a little shout out. Good looking 27 truck. I like that.
Sorry, didn't get a close.
And he's got Lawrence across the hood instead of Craftsman. How did he pull that off?
I'd like to know too, because I would love to take Craftsman off my truck. Anyway, but Gerard Lawrence kind of has a little bit of a reputation coming in here, as he seems to own a yacht in Miami and has wild parties down here. And I have just received knowledge of this and can't wait to see if he'll invite me, since I'm in Fort Lauderdale, Gerard. Fort Lauderdale, buddy. Anyway, he supposedly has very beautiful women on board. This was learned from Robert Gogan over at Pind, his Plum D's Pipes Racing channel, which he does broadcasting for the Pind League. So that's what he says about Gerard. He knows all the beautiful women down here in Miami.
Fantastic. Postseason
like to
party
know.
in Miami on the yacht. We've all invited ourselves. Just did it. We're done. Let's go. We're on our way. So get an address. You don't have to ask. You don't have to ask once, and we'll already be there. That's awesome. Can't imagine how cool that would be. The 13 truck. Oh, we got the 18 in the wall and parked. Caution is out. The 18 truck in the wall. I didn't quite see what happened. We'll take a look, but did he get help from the 22? 2 trucks, 1 spot. The 18th, he didn't drive it out. He stopped. Oh,
Well, that was a good safer thing. He wanted to be sure. He didn't want to roll into
yeah.
anybody. That was a
Gets the
really good
yellow.
veteran move by, even though he got clipped there by Jameson. That'll be on Jameson.
Yep.
Craig,
Short tracking.
that's Craig's one in so far is intact. So, and Jameson now has one he probably should count.
Yep. So, going to be about 40 to go or less when we restart. No, yeah, 40 to go. So, they have 3 sets for the race, right? 4? 3.
They have 3 on this series, so it's
Okay.
a total of
So, if you use them up, you're going to throw your last set on now and go for it with 40 to go, right? That's pretty much conventional wisdom.
3. Absolutely.
Okay. All right, we are on pit road. Your leader pulling into his spot, the Lawrence Chevrolet of E.P. Miller sweeping. Stukas pulls in just ahead of him. He's still going to come out 6th or 7th. As we had that caution, 7 trucks were on the lead lap, and I think that's going to give Andrew Elliott the lucky dog, unless Seams already claimed it. But Andrew Elliott's showing the first car lap down. It's my dude.
Yep, there he goes.
Let's get him back on the lead lap. I think that's going to benefit Mogard the most. He's going to get to reset, get any damaged fixed, get fresh meats. So keep an eye on that 0, assuming he's still in good spot. There he is. He's going to be about 4th, 3rd. So that definitely helped him after getting bumped, gathering it up. He's going to have some fresh meat, so keep an eye on that 0. As always.
What an incredible save. I think he was anticipating the hit, and if good drivers can do that, especially on small short tracks. He's a short track guy, and he anticipated that he was going to get hit. He saw 18 coming into his mirror, and he was ready for it. As soon as he hit him, he shifted over to the right and just saved it enough so he didn't hit the wall. I mean, just a veteran, incredible move to keep his championship drive here alive without any hesitation. That's just awesome by him. I'm very impressed with this fellow. So only got to know him this past year, and he came into the league this past season. And he's taken it by storm. And great sportsmanship attitude, and great interviews at the end of the races. He's a hell of a nice guy to talk to, and we might be talking to him in Victory Lane again tonight.
Absolutely, that is Jared Mogard going to come out 5th off pit road. I bet you he did get a little damage fixed. We'll find out after the race if we get to speak to him. And let's see, Steve Rex up to 6th now. Jason Seams there. So Craig Stukas got that little yellow. Didn't hurt him a whole lot. We're side by side. We're getting ready to go green. It's going to be less than 40 to go. All bets are off. Top 4 trucks in the points are right on screen. That's the 13, 18, and the 0. That's 2nd, 3rd, and 4th in your point standing. Sam, your Discord is really zoomed in. There you go. I don't know if it's grainy or if it's just me. You might want to reset to 1x or wherever you're at. Oh no, the 13 helps the 22 around. Uh-oh. We got caution, I believe. Yes, caution is out as we have incidents on the restart. Real iced tea, and real vodka. Aroma Joe's gets a little tap from the 13 going in. We've seen that same thing the last 3 cautions from 3 different drivers. It's just a little misjudge on the distance. 22 goes around.
Oh, hard hit by the T-bone.
Plowed by the 88. Listen,
88,
Sam,
yep.
It's really zoomed in. Try a... Oh, it's me. Thank you very much. You're looking good. 151 involves. A couple trucks were involved. Stopped on the front straight. But we're at slow speeds. Not a ton of damage. That's going to be Guy and Pops playing bumper cars over there down on the front straight on the apron. Just kidding, fellas. Pop's going to throw it in reverse, get that thing squared away before the Jerry comes around in the pace truck. Because you know Jerry's going to try to wreck Guy in the pace truck. You always see the Days of Thunder wreck the pace car, but they don't tell the pace truck driver to go wreck the 151 car. And they may say that sometimes, so we got to keep an eye on Jerry. We don't want him to lose his pace truck license. As we miss you, Jerry. Come on back out when your back's feeling better, buddy. There he is. Oh, and looking at him right there, that's as excited as he gets. That's Jerry right there. You just won the Daytona. He has won the 24 Hours of Daytona and the Daytona 500. Thank you very much. So he owns the entire Daytona area, and he's not even here, and I'm still talking about him. That's a 78 Jerry Forcolt. Thank you very much. Let's reset this field, Sam. We've got Craig Stukas, who got pit stop. He is flying around trying to get back up to the tail end of the lead lap here. Seams is back on the lead lap. Lawrence is your leader. Here comes Bird, Mogard, Rex up to 4th, Elliott 5th, Pearson 6th, Stukas and Seams your top 8. Roberts, Petra, Margison, Mays, Reese, and Soka Bazal. 13 trucks still running. We're racing for the win here with 30 plus laps to go. Pace truck's going to be pulling off here any second. We will have a new points leader after this race, I believe, with Mr. Matt Watkins. Sent another message with 8 minutes to go in practice. Internet took a dump. That's how his season's going so far. We'll see if we can turn around next week at Watkins Glen, which you should name your firstborn boy Glenn, Matt. I don't know why we haven't had that discussion, but at Matt Watkins Glen next week, we're going to see him try to reclaim that points lead. Pace truck doing its thing. The lights are out. The pace truck is off. And one more time for Gerard to try and hold that lead. He got a great hole shot. He got 3 trucks at least with 1 incident out there who've got to drive around on their toes. You see the 18 truck taking his time. You got to drive differently after you have that one. And that'll be for the admin to decide post-race. But if it's too close to call, you count it as yourself. That way you guarantee you're not going to get parked.
Sometimes, I don't know why. Anyway, back to life.
Got it. Side by side, the 18 and the yellow truck back there on screen. Can't quite see the number as the 18 is going to go underneath. Mogard up to 2nd. Bird is in 3rd, but he's got a mirror full of Rex and the 22. 22 looks underneath as the door was left open by the 36. Not enough for him to get there yet, but boy, you make that late dive if he doesn't leave it open for you.
He's got to be careful. He's got to be careful. He's already got an incident in the book. So.
Little wall tap there as they are chasing. Bird is the word in that 13 DeWalt Chevrolet. They go across our finish line. Another bounce of the wall. I don't think it's going to hurt them much. Less than 30 laps to go, folks. It's go time. It's basically shit or get off the pot. It's a 22 right up into the back of the 36. No contact. Boy, if you ride in that rear chase view, it looks like they're connected. So let me get off that view. There we go. Mogard's got a little clear area around him to try and reel in the leader. But on the last 2 restarts, Gerard's been shot out of a cannon in that 27. You can tell he knows what he's doing on those restarts as he's getting a firm jump on the field each time.
And 26 to go.
26 to go. 22 underneath the 36. That is your race on track right now as they are racing for 5th. Jameson doing all he can to stay with Rex. Let's see what's going on. Andrew Elliott. Adam Roberts, we have not mentioned him much. The 37, he's the first car a lap down, but heck, he's still in 8th. Good points. Adam Roberts in the 37, starting last in 14th, has made up 6 spots. So he's tied with Pearson as your hard charger right now. They've each made up 6 spots.
Good job by our Project Rico announcer, one of our 3 broadcasters here at FSB. We got Premier Racing with Nick Walters, who Adam also does broadcast with him and also does his own broadcast whenever he can for us. So it's just a great collaboration by both Nick Walters and Adam Roberts to get some broadcasts out there, as well as you and Milty, the monster.
Jason Seams still on pit road, never got off, so he left it there with the hard contact. So tough luck for Jason Seams. Kevin Mays is also retired, or he's on pit road, maybe getting it fixed. But Seams and Mays sitting on pit road with 11 trucks still on track. And your race for the lead is half a second. Not enough to make an attack just yet, but let's see what Mogard does with. It's going to be coming up on 20 to go here pretty soon. There's 20 to go. YouTube shows 23. A little bit behind there, YouTube.
Always.
We do have that little delay in case Sam goes off and we need to censor the language. You know, if Sam loses shit. Oh, lose his mind, and we want to make sure we have a little buffer before it gets to the public.
And this is
Let's-
so possible.
Yeah, I mean, hey, sometimes you just had enough. Okay, their leaders are spread out quite a bit now as everybody's running about the same pace, and track position is king here at Bristol as your top 4 trucks just kind of cruising. Kevin Mays coming out of the truck. What happened there, Kevin? I missed it.
They wrecked out in front, and I slowed, and kind of accordion effect, and a couple of cars got into me, and my steering wheel was at 180 degrees out of phase, so wasn't working too well.
Well, which way was it though? You know, if it's left, I'm just kidding. That's a shame, man. I'm sorry to hear that. Great run up until then, and that's the casualty of running at Bristol, as the 13 almost gets in the back of 37 there. Did it just out of curiosity? How many minutes of repair did it show? Cautions out.
Like 12.
Okay.
I got a couple of minutes done and thought I might get out and maybe it would be, but didn't. It was still like at 180 degrees, so I just parked it and called it a night.
Appreciate that, letting these guys get it on when it's not your night. Thank you, sir. Our series admin, Kevin Mays. I can't see what that last caution was for. Don't see anybody around. I rewound a little bit.
I have it
But
on
we are
screen,
under
Jim.
caution. Okay.
It's going to be Andrew Elliott. Kind of pinches up onto the 18. 18 was coming up on the outside, just kind of pinches him up there. That's not going to be the 18. And 151 does a great job of missing all that. Good job.
Yep, Jerry did a great job on the pace truck, not to hit him either. Good job, Jerry. Appreciate that. And 09 is going to clock 1 there, and he's going to stay on the lead lap, though. Should be fine. It's going to be about 13 to go when we go green, so we'll have the green-white checker scenario maybe if we get to that, but it's going to be about 13 to go. I see a few trucks sitting on pit road. I don't think anybody's coming in now, though. There's 13 to go. Petra, he pits every time, but oh no, 18's on pit road, 36 on pit road. So they did have another set of tires, I guess.
Well, they might be getting repairs.
That's true. They are away. All 3 trucks are going to continue on, thankfully. Let's see if we can get as many as we can to the finish line. Now we have TG is the 11th truck, so 11 still running. Dukas is showing the last one on the lead lap. Your pole sitter back to 6th now. He's been involved in a couple incidents there, as it's Bristol, baby. If you get through here without an incident, you weren't racing. You were just kind of cruising, I think. You know? Or you have a trunk full of rabbit, a tailgate full of rabbit's feet. That's pretty much how Watkins usually runs around, but not tonight with the internet.
Yeah, he couldn't manipulate that internet to his favor today. He's the king. He's got he's working on 400 wins at FSB Racing. That is incredible, and about 28 championships, including dozens of Pro Cup championships. He's amazing.
Solid, yep. Winningest driver in FSB history. Not to be undone by these guys, as the history will continue for years and years and years, and all records are made to be broken. So let's see what these guys can do. We're getting lined up. Here comes Stukas knifing through. He's going to come back 5th. Pearson looks like he's going to be 6th. 6 trucks, lead lap. Roughly 10 to go when we go green. This time by. Gerard and Jared show so far, but Bird is there. Rex is there. Here comes Stukas and Pearson. 6 trucks racing for the win. 10 to go at Bristol. Let's rock. 22 goes way high. Brings it back down. Craig kind of settles in, and let's see if Jared's going to make a move on the bottom. The 0, the 27. Almost door to door across the start finish line. Getting into turn 1. The 0's on the bottom. 27 on the high side, and the 13 is waiting to pounce. Here comes Steve Rex with a run on the 13, doing all he can not to turn him. Oh, this is great stuff.
Wow,
36
tough.
looking out. I know. Sorry.
No, I was gonna say tough for Gerard to do that, because that's where you don't want to be in the last 10 laps, on the outside with Mogart on the inside. So he managed to get just enough there to get by him, and now he's starting to stretch it out a bit.
Here comes Rex on the outside. He's pulled even with Bird, and Bird is pinned in behind Mogard. Hell of a move for the 36 from 4th to 2nd. Let's go, baby. 7 to go.
Our 2 picks. Here we go.
That was a badass move right there. I'm not sure if Mogard got held up or tires or what, but the 13 seems like he's got a little more pace than Jared. But watch the 36, Steve Rex. Here we go. He's going to make a move on the bottom. The 27 looks a little loose on the outside.
Well, what
Wow,
a pass.
just like
Steve
that.
Rex out of
Rex.
nowhere. Wow.
It's going to be 5 to go.
And
Next
gonna
time,
stretch it
5.
out. What the difference? I bet you he had a better set of tires at the end. He might have saved and not using his tires and got his last set just now, and he's cooking. That is fast.
Got the 37 of Andrew Elliott. Going to be he's a lap down. That's going to be P7. Oh, he almost gets the leader. Does all he can to keep it off. Great job in the 37 not to get into the leaders and stick it in the wall and bite one. Thank you very much, as we still get the race for the win here.
Looks like Mogard's caught back up to 27.
Steve Rex not screwing around in the 36. He said, guys, I got to go. You're right. Something on tires. We'll try to talk about it afterwards if we get there. I'm showing lap 158. I can't see yours.
2 laps to go, 159.
All right, 159. There we go.
Coming around to the white flag.
White flag is out. The 36 truck, Steve Rex, on a hell of an adventure, started 3rd, went back to the back, up to the front. White flag is out. How about the race for 3rd and 4th, 2nd, 3rd, and 4th? Is anything in doubt? They are. They're racing for the podium. Bird is loose sideways, trying to get by Mogard. Race for that final podium spot. Steve Rex taking the win. Gerard Lawrence 2nd, and Jared Mogard taking 3rd. Justin Bird with a close 4th. Here comes Pearson in 5th. Stukas, your pole sitter, 6th. And that is your lead lap finish. One of the most exciting Bristol races I've seen. Steve Rex, rabbit out of the hat, takes the win in the Camping World Chevrolet. And he's going to light them up as the top 3 are already sitting there on the apron. That was outstanding, Sammy.
Unbelievable. And these guys over at Pinned, they know how to put on a show. I kind of figured that they'd be involved, but Steve looked like he was out of it early on and got involved with that early wreck. And look at him go onto the wind. Made it, not only did that, but made it look really, really easy. What a show by Steve.
Really was. And all the guys here, especially the top 4, top 5, it can go on and on. But Steve, Gerard, and Jared already making their ways up here for an interview. Appreciate that, guys. We're going to interview them right while they're sitting in their cars. Let's go ahead and jump right to P3. Mr. Mogard, your ears might have been burning. We talk about you the whole time. What an adventure. Please tell us about your race, sir. Great job.
Yeah, thank you guys. Yeah, it was a good run. I don't know, struggled early on there again. Just thought I was doing a good job saving, and felt really, really tight, and burnt the right front off. And yeah, I don't know. Changed my plan there. Tried 2 stopping, and then the way the yellows fell, that kind of went fell apart. But yeah, all in all, at the end of the day, worked out pretty good there. Fun racing with Gerard. We got a running joke. Usually I'm ahead of him all the time, so I think he's pretty happy to have been in front of me there. But yeah, good running with him. Same with Steve. We do a lot of racing together too, us 3. So pretty cool for us 3 to be 1, 2, 3 at the end of that deal. That last yellow come out, Steve said he had a set of tires, and well, me and Gerard can't say what we said on air, but yeah, we knew it was pretty much over. So yeah, all in all, good run, good point night. Yeah, about wrecked it there and won. I don't know. I guess everybody wanted the bottom and got drove through there. So hung on to that, and yeah, was able to put her on the box.
That was a heck of a save, Jared. We did see it live, and I don't think the Stukas really meant anything. This is just tough Bristol racing. He's a good driver. I'm sure he'll say something to you and say sorry. But that was really a heck of a save. I think you might have even anticipated he was going to hit you because you were so quick and so ready for it, and you kept it off the wall. Just a great job, man. Great race for you, sir. Really, really good. Great race, bud.
Yeah, thank you for everything you do with FSB, and obviously you're doing the broadcast here on Wednesday nights as well. So appreciate everything you guys got going on here. All the guys, good group of guys to race with. Like I say every week, it's a blast, and yeah, congrats to Steve on the dub again. Well played.
You guys put on a heck
Thank
of
you,
a
Jared.
show for sure. Jim Ray,
Well
go
done,
ahead.
Jared. Thank you. Yeah, well done. Thank you very much. Gerard Lawrence, we haven't met, but heck, I know you now. You're my pick, and it didn't have, give you the announcer jinx, but nice to meet you, sir. Great job today, especially on those restarts. You had that thing working. Obviously, you didn't have that set of tires at the end to hold off the 36 there, but please, great job on the restarts, and please tell us about your race.
Yeah, no, very similar to Jared's race. I didn't expect the tires to fall off nearly as quickly as they did. I was planning on a excuse me, a one-stop race, just come down at lap 80, change all four, put some fuel in it, and keep going. That didn't work out. Lap 50 hit, I couldn't turn the car, and I was just bleeding spots. So I was like, all right, I'm coming down pit road. Honestly, I thought at that point that I had given away any shot at the win, um, just the way that it was working out. But then I got back out there and started flying by cars. I'm like, this might actually be the way to go. Um, but yeah, late in the race there, restarts, just did as well as I could. I was worried about tire spin, especially on that last one. It was the first time I was restarting on really old tires, and you know,
Great
it
job.
worked.
One question I didn't, when you did take the lead, I kind of thought out of nowhere, did you pit with Jared or was it about the same time? I know you were going to do 80, but you guys were both, 10 seconds ahead of the other guys, but I didn't even notice that you pitted with him. Are you guys about the same sequence?
No, I was probably about 10 laps earlier than Jared.
Okay.
Just like I was sitting there the whole time. I'm like, I should have put more rear brake in the car, and it got to a point where I was like, I'm not gonna take the wall down and ruin any chance at winning this race. So I just hit pit road, and yeah, no, I mean, just to touch on, a little bit what Jared said, it was great racing with all these guys. Everything you guys do with FSB is awesome. Streaming and everything. I'm gonna go lay down in my bed and watch this one, but it was really cool to get the 1, 2, 3. We raced together a whole bunch, and super happy for Steve. But great run by everybody.
The pinned invasion for sure.
Great job.
Great job, Gerard. I mean, unbelievable. You represented Long Island for me today. Way to go, man. Good job.
Absolutely.
On to our
Steve
winner,
Rex,
my pick.
36. I did not see the set of tires coming, and the man was shot out of a cannon, left no doubt. Congratulations, Steve. Love what you're doing with the pin series and everything. Nice of you to come over here and show us how to short track race, buddy. Great job. Congratulations. Please tell us about your race.
Yeah, it kind of just fell into my lap there. I was going on a different pitch strategy, one stop, and I had it no problem. And then Gerard said he's pitting, and then Jared was right behind him because there was so much drop off, and I'm like, I'm already committed. I just got to run this out and see what happens. And then I got to a point, and I'm like, well, all I can do is I stayed out and hope that, if maybe a caution comes out, I can get back in it, and that's what happened. And that's what left me with that extra set of tires at the end. And I was giggling like a little schoolgirl when that last call. Excuse me, that last caution came out because I don't know if anybody else had any.
They did not. Steve Rex, you're my pick, buddy. Way to go, man. Awesome show for you.
Oh,
And
thanks.
just can't say enough about this race because we were just really like that shot out of a cannon deal you did there at the last few laps. It was great, amazing. We got to figure you had a good set of tires on you.
Right, right. Yeah, and I don't race these a lot. I raced once in last season, and this is my first one this season. I usually stick to the late models and street stocks, and I get in these cars and or these trucks, and I struggle a little bit until I get some laps underneath me. And I ran the race the other day and spun the tires out on the outside, and same thing there. I had an extra set of tires at the end, and then somebody else spun the tires, and I'm like, and then we finished under green, white, checkered. It ended that way, but yeah, no, I'll take it, man. I appreciate you guys what you're doing with the broadcast, Sam, and Jim. I can't wait to go watch it, and good group of drivers here. I have a really good time, and that's I love to see the collaboration with FSB and Pinned and some of the other leagues. It's great. It's great. I enjoy it.
Well, you did a great job tonight, Steve. Outstanding is a great word for it. Jimmy Ray, take us out. Good
Yeah, you
job,
guys are going to
everybody.
love this one. I'm going to put it on the list. This is the best one we've done yet. Steve, before we go, though, please let us know what's going on with Pinned this week and the next couple weeks, please. Anything you want to know about anything we need to know about the Pinned Racing League?
It's actually an off week for everything. We ran a fun race on Monday, but we return to action next Thursday in Pinned, which is open setup, and that's at Indianapolis Motor Speedway. And I encourage anybody who has the track come out for it because the draft is so strong. We normally don't run those cars there, and when we ran a race, kind of like a practice race or it was season one, which we were just trying out, the racing was amazing, right? So I'd love to have everybody come out for that. And then Unpinned is a fixed setup street stock, and that's just the first Monday of the month. So it's March 2nd is our next race back in action, and I'm drawing a blank on the track. But appreciate you guys letting me give the plug there to the league. And like I said, I love seeing everybody come out for FSB, and then those Pin guys coming over here. It's a great group of guys, and it boosts up the car count everywhere, right? We just got to get used to each other driving, and I got to get better.
Everybody wins.
I don't know that you got to get much better after that win, buddy boy. That was a really friggin' good win for you, and I'm so glad that you did win one here at FSB because you've been having a struggle here when you've gotten into these trucks, and I'm very glad for you. I knew that you were my pick, like I said. I had faith in you, brother. So way to win it, bro.
I appreciate it.
You guys got it. Jimmy Ray, do you want to take us on out?
Let's do it. As we leave, Jared Mogard takes over the points lead. 2 points ahead of Matt Watkins. Remember those drops. Craig Stuka second, Justin Bird, Stuka third, Bird fourth, and Elliott up into fifth there. And those are your points. We're going to be at Watkins Glen next Wednesday night, 6:35 p.m. Eastern. Guaranteed caution free in that one. Green flag stops for us all. I am your host, Jimmy Ray, for Sam Young and everyone at the FSB Racing League. We'll see you next week. Thanks for tuning in. Good night.